Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Child9 here. Okay, second cringe stream for the month of October, and second cringe stream for the Halloween stuff. So, for this one, we've got a evil Patrixxx joined ISIS. See, I really want to know, who's evil Patrixxx? I mean, really, where did this idea come from? Okay, enough rambling about the character, and on to the story itself. So basically the other day, when I was eating at Starbucks, the US military decided to check on ISIS the other day when they found something strange in the sand. It appeared to be a pink man in a strange star shape. Because I was at the US military bases at the time, because I was at a school trip, I knew who it must have been. Evil Patrixxx. So, Evil Patrixxx is a... So what I'm gathering is, Evil Patrixxx is a humanoid version of Patrick Star from SpongeBob. Uh-huh. And in this story, he joined ISIS. Okay. I tried to tell the US military about on who he was, but they wouldn't listen because I was only 7 and teenagers are too young to have any say in combat situations. Are you 7 or 17? Teenagers are too... You say you're 7, but then you say teenagers are too young, implying you're at least 13. So, are you 7 or are you in your teens? Pick one, you dipshit. I knew they were right, but I had to save the world because evil Patrixxx is too strong for any of them, so earlier that day I decided to break into the military base, being careful not to make any noise with my feet because there was a guard right in front of me. Really? The guard is right in front of you. Oh wait, his back could have been turned to you, but I digress. Earlier that day, did you develop the ability to time travel? Are you a Time Lord? If not, then this is just shitty writing. If you are, then hot damn you're skilled. This will show them for ignoring me, I thought out loud, as I quietly sneak past the guard without so much as the merest of sounds. And yet you thought out loud. You did make a sound. Again, dipshit. I finally managed to get to the computer where all of the US military things happened, but Obama was there, so I had to put on a really high voice and say, Obama, this is your wife, and it's time for dinner. That's not going to work. I wouldn't even fool the stupidest of people. Anyway, okay, honey, Obama said and went home. Holy shit, he fell for it. What? He fell for it? Holy shit. Leaving the computer open for me to use. I'm just going to repeat. How did Obama fall for it? He'd know what his wife's voice sounds like. And it's not a teenager putting on a squeaky high voice. I went over to the computer and looked at the screen where there was CCTV looking at ISIS bases, and one of them in a big pool of water was evil Patrixxx. All of a sudden there was a loud sound that went a bit like ARG, and all of a sudden evil Patrixxx appeared in front of me all of a sudden, but he was still on the computer screen, not there in real life. You said all of a sudden 3 times in the same sentence. That's... How the... Also, how in the holy mother of fuck do you appear on a computer screen and right in front of you at the same time? Okay. Was he just standing right in front of the camera? I knew I was done for if I didn't move, so I jumped out of the way before a missile flew out of the disk drive and blew up the door. Oh shit, I whispered to myself. The guard heard it and shouted, "Who whispered, oh shit?" Really? He thinks to himself, quietly. And the guard notices, yet he didn't notice when he whispered, when he was thinking aloud. Fucking idiot. I said it was me, and evil Patrixxx will kill you if you don't move. But he didn't move. Instead, he shot. And evil Patrixxx shot another missile and blew him up. You don't say. If you're trying to be stealthy, you don't. When you're asked, who made a sound, you don't respond. Also, kid, you should probably be dead. If he shot you, you're more likely to be. He would have shot you somewhere to disable you, but most likely it would have also killed you, due to a little something called blood loss. No! I shouted, so the guard got up and said, "I'm sorry for shooting you." And I said, "It's okay." And then he died. If he was shot with a missile and blown to smithereens, how can he stand up? He, he's in so many chunks, it's comedic. Anyway, he will pay for this, evil Patrixxx, I thought, but then he disappeared. Later I got on a plane with a robot arm because the guard who shot me made my arm fell off. Sorry, fell off. So I got a robot one, which has missiles and guns and lasers and swords on it. That's not how a robotic arm works. Hey, I think that the US military sells that kind of prosthetic? I think that's the word. Gonna roll with it. Prosthetic limbs. I don't think anyone sells that kind of prosthetic. You're a fucking liar. God, I'm actually calling the dingus in a shitty story a liar. What is my life? Also, how big was this guard's gun? Or rather, how big was the bullets this thing was firing? In order for your arm to have fallen off, I am going to have to assume that it was at least a cannon. Okay. When the plane went over the ISIS base, I jumped out and landed on the ISIS base with my arm because it's metal and doesn't take fall damage. Fall damage? This isn't a video game, you shithead. You will pay, I said, and killed all of the terrorists, and ISIS and some women and children because they were probably going to die anyway. But evil Patrixxx got on a plane and flew away into the Twin Towers, so I thought, phew, he's dead, and went home. Evil Patrixxx did 9/11. It has been confirmed. But evil Patrixxx didn't die, and to this day he goes around to people's houses at night and kills people. Well, I think I just lost a couple brain cells just from reading this. Where do I begin with my problems? First of all, grammar. This person uses none. I think you failed how to English. Secondly, the plot makes no sense. If this is about not a terrorist, it's so shitty. Well, I think I'm gonna cut it out from here. before I blow out fuse. Next week, Peldoravia. That said, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.